Welcome to PostTV here at the 2015 NAB show in Las Vegas. We're here today with Steve Cooperman with Panasonic. Steve, thank you so much for being here on the show with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Sure, we are thrilled to have you here, and we want to talk a little bit about some of the announcements that Panasonic has at the show this year.
Sure. So we announced several new cameras and products I think your readers will be happy about. One of the real cool things we announced yesterday is our brand new AG DVX200. It's our first handheld 4K camera. So this camera is a 4K 60p camera, and it's pretty unique. I mean, obviously, there's many 4K cameras in the market. We even have our awesome VeryCam 35 cine camera we released last year. But there's a wide range of applications in the market, and this new DVX200 fits perfectly for those production people that want to do run and gun 4K. You know, there's a big market for run and gun 4K for indie cinema, documentaries, reality TV, live events, concerts, the kind of places where you want to get very high quality, high resolution video, but you're not on a pair of sticks. You know, you're not on a tripod. You got to be mobile, and you want to be able to take advantage of a high quality lens without needing to go back and forth and switch off maybe your wide lens for your long lens and vice versa. Not that there's anything wrong with those products, and obviously there's a place for that. But we're trying to position this DVX200, and our customers have looked for a solution for that. So all of the benefits of and feature sets of a high-quality HD handheld camera, but with pristine 4K resolution.
Terrific. You also have some news regarding the VeryCam?
Yeah, well, I mean, last year we announced the VeryCam, and yesterday at our press conference we talked about it. We have over 500 units sold worldwide to major rental companies. So that's pretty cool. And now we're starting to see, when we first announced it, there were some firmware upgrades that were still needed. And now basically everything that was announced has been released or will be very soon. You know, in the coming weeks we will be releasing as a free firmware upgrade, AVC Ultra 2K, you know, 444 for episodic type workflows, AVC Ultra 200, ProRes HD 4444, as well as in-camera 120 frame variable frame rate recording. And also for the first time in our booth, we are showing the Codex RAW recorder. One of the unique points of the VeryCam 35 is it offers full uncompressed 4K RAW at 120 frames a second, which is a very unique differentiator from all these other competitive cameras. But to record it, we have a unique partnership with Codex, and so we're showing their RAW recorder in our booth, and we have our camera in their booth. And this product will be shipping in the June-ish time frame for those higher level movies, high-end graphics and compositing and those sort of 4K productions.
Perfect, perfect. We'd also really want to hear more about your new 20-inch 4K tablet. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is pretty cool. We actually came out with the world's first 4K tablet last year. 20-inch 4K tablet, tiny bit maybe too big for your pocket or purse, but very unique for dailies type opportunities and things like that. Well, this year we just announced the new version, and besides Moore's Law, computers get continually faster, prices come down. We also added an HDMI 2.0 input and output. And what that allows you to do is, for a $29.99, just under $3,000 tablet, it also serves as a 20-inch 4K on-set monitor. So it's a multi-purpose kind of product, or you could use it in the field for, maybe previewing dailies and other parts of a workflow. So it's a pretty awesome product, and it'll connect to our DVX 200, our consumer company GH4, or, other type 4K cameras with a HDMI output, or even to our VeryCam if you wanted a low-cost monitor and you put a HDSDI to DVI, or excuse me, HDMI converter on it. So we're having multiple kind of products and solutions to help our customers' workflows.
You had some updates too, some news on your 4K monitor?
Well, actually, we do have a very nice 4K monitor, the BT4LH310, and While we initially brought it out as a field-type monitor, Panasonic's been very successful in that marketplace, ruggedized. We actually sell quite a amount of them to post-production facilities because it has a really nice 10-bit panel, great 12-bit processing. So we're starting to see more and more people utilize that monitor.
Great. Steve, I'm curious. I've been asking this kind of, a few different people, but what are some of the trends that you're seeing at the show this year?
Yeah, good question. I think this year, for the first time, we're starting to see real organic growth of 4K. Real-world use. Obviously, the last few years we've seen competitive 4K cameras. Last year we had a 4K camera and a 4K monitor, but there wasn't as much production. And this year we're starting to hear from more of our customers of people starting to utilize 4K. The Amazon and the Netflixes of the world actually have 4K streaming. DirecTV, you can get 4K direct broadcast satellite. Some of the television networks are looking at, and they're starting to shoot 4K episodics. And it's not just for today, but think about syndication. That's what the studios make. I saw a report that studios were predicting to make $6.8 billion this year on syndicated video on demand. So when you're shooting content, whether it's for on demand or just 10 o'clock at night, you don't know when you're going to have the next Modern Family or Seinfeld or Friends or something, and you want it to look really good, and you want it to be future-proof. So we are starting to see a lot more real-world 4K usage.
And Steve, you have the products that we talked about, and I'm sure lots more at your booth on display doing demos?
Yep. We are in the Central Hall, Panasonic C, booth number 3607. And if your users want to hear more about it, read our press releases, see the products online, they could visit www.panasonic.com/broadcast.
Terrific. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here on the show today, and we wish you a terrific and successful NAB.
Thank you very much for having me. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.